Is this thing going? Yo, what's good, everybody, man? It's your boy Pryoxis, and I'm back with another video. And what we got here is ESBC development update. Now, you guys know I haven't really been uploading this game because I felt like it was like, okay, why do I continuously upload, a game that isn't even close to being finished yet? But they went a long time without showing any gameplay. I think the last time we got gameplay from ESBC was was it like August? I could be wrong. And it was like the Roy Jones Jr. one. But honestly, I was like, okay, they didn't do it for a while, so I want to see what they come back and what they show us. And then it says right here, new gameplay. So I thought, why not? Why not? So we're gonna check this thing out, man. Here we go.
Hey Fight fans, this is Will Kinsler from the team at Steel City Interactive. You might recognize me as Rackzilla if you're on our Discord server. I'm the Director of Global Communications at SCI, and I'm here to show you what we've been up to lately with ESBC development. Today we're going to talk about camera angles, improvement to punches, inside fighting, and more. Let's jump into it.
Let's get it.
That's right, we're opening up with this modern classic matchup between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, who you're seeing in the ring together in ESBC for the very first time. Here you can see we've got a variety of camera angles in the works. There's a wide angle view that shows all the action for those of you who want to see as much as
They was asking for that. We were asking for that camera angle where it's wide, you can see everything.
possible. There's a close-up view that really highlights those toe-to-toe moments and beautiful game visual.
I know a lot of y'all was like talking about the punching animations. Those are just fine, bro. Those like a lot of y'all gonna bag these. Those punch animations are good in my opinion, bro. Like I'm not really sure what animations you guys are looking for. Y'all looking for these perfect looking shots? Like
We've even got a cinematic camera that gives you a number of perspectives to view what's happening inside the ring. We'll continue.
Now they look a little. Like I said, this is alpha footage, but I'm sorry to keep pausing this. But if you guys, I'm saying, I will leave the link to the original video in the description below. But this is just me gonna be pausing it and just talking about it, things that's going on, right? Instead of just doing it at the end, and I may forget something. But they look a little. The fighters look a little bit super sweaty as far as lightning. But here we go, inside fighting.
When it comes to authentic boxing, another area we wanted to give attention to is fighting on the inside. As boxing fans, we appreciate those moments where fighters are right on top of each other, looking for that opportunity to throw a shot.
Yeah, I want to see from a different camera angle. Look at that. Look at that lead hook. Go back 5 seconds, please.
Right on top of
Look
each
at that
other.
lead hook. Let me slow it down. Hold on. Slow it. Look at that hook, bro. Like, and I'm not even, like I said, I'm no part of ESBC, so I'm not one of those people that's gonna be like on they jock hard. Oh, ESBC, look. I'm not, bro. They don't pay me none of that, bro.
Looking
But look
for
at this
that
lead hook.
opportunity to throw a shot.
Come on, man. I'm gonna put it back on regular speed. That lead hook was beautiful.
That will connect at just the right time. It's still a work in progress, but here's a glimpse of our first pass.
The
at
uppercut
fighting
looked
on the
good.
inside.
Like,
You can see how the fighters shift stances as they get into close range combat. With our physics system coming into play, short hooks and uppercuts might land, or they could glance off an opponent, depending on your position.
Now, I can see where people were gonna talk about those animations there. It looks all just army, but I'm gonna tell you right now, there's somebody that goes by the name of Boxing Fanatico, and I'm gonna tell you, he's gonna break these down to the T. And he even comes with the Equifax. He's going to come with clips of actual fights in real life with animations that look like that. Everyone expecting these perfect looking animations, and every punch isn't thrown perfectly. You know what I mean? It's not picture perfect technique.
And now we've got a fighter we've never shown before in ESBC. I'm really excited to announce joining...
Whoa, hold on a second.
Yeah,
Get
that's
out of
Ty
here with the
Grissom
final
job.
announcement.
Talk to him.
I'm in charge, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, of making that announcement.
Yeah.
Introducing to you, for the first time ever, with Esports Boxing Club, from the Steel City himself, the home of Steel City Interactive. He is the former welterweight champion of the world. Welcome, Kell Brook!
Say less. I ain't gonna be using them, but yeah.
Well, we've just
How
we
about
go.
this fantasy matchup between the Cobra and Sweet Hands? We're showing Carl.
I'm gonna go ahead and put my stake in the game now, man. I'm going to be one of the best Caleb Plant players in ESBC.
Roch and Caleb Plant in ESBC for the first time as we talk through this next section.
Critical zones.
Fighters will tell you that where a shot lands can make a big difference, and the same is true in ESBC. There are impact areas on an opponent's face, so a glancing blow will have a reduced chance to cause serious damage, where that big
Look at that
shot to
counter.
the temple might just be enough to bring the fight to a close.
Hey, goddamn punch updates.
If you want to have a great boxing game, the punches have to both look
I wish y'all would talk about these animations. I'm on. Let me keep it. I'm on niggas tops. Fuck all that professional talk, man.
and feel right. That's something we believe, and that's something we hear often from you as well. That's why we'll work on and polish punches until we're satisfied they meet our standards.
Come on, bro.
In a previous update, we showed off our 36
body.
punch controls. After consultation with world champion
look at
boxers
this.
and improvement to our punch mechanics, we now have more than 60 individual punches. We put significant effort into additional capture to help get us there, and this will continue to be an area
Are you going to sit here and tell me those punch animations are ugly?
focus of development.
What?
Power punches are now available for every single punch type. Power jabs, straights, hooks, and uppercuts. It's all there. Want to throw that
It's crazy how they added power strikes. Oh yeah, we taking digs. We taking digs. It's crazy how they're adding their first game ever they've ever done. They're adding power modifiers to strikes.
power
And the thing is, EA did that with Fight Night Champion, but didn't even do it with UFC. I don't get it.
jab to slow an advancing opponent. Now you can. Maybe you'd like to set up a trap to land that big right hand to end the fight. It's up to you when to put a little something extra on your punches. Just make sure you don't get carried away so you still have some energy in those championship rounds.
Now, another thing people may say something about is the animations, the punch animations, the speed of them. Now, honestly, when it comes to a video game where you have to be kind of on point, I'm not upset if the animations are not as fast. Like, if people aren't just crazy fast like they are in real life.
We've talked a lot about the process of scanning
But
fighters
this
and
is-
how that helps us create lifelike visuals.
Ooh.
And that's true. But we don't only rely on scans. Our team has worked out the finer details when it comes to visual fidelity. You can see individual muscles flexing when punches are thrown.
Wow.
There's real-time body and facial deformation when impactful punches land. We believe these are difference makers when it comes to creating an immersive boxing experience, and it's important to us to take the time
Look at the
to touch
footwork, though, on the
these
Gypsy
areas.
King.
Now it's time to hop in and answer a few of your questions about ESBC.
Oh, they talking about the judging
Josh
system.
asks, how does the judging system work? Well, Josh, we're not ready for a deep dive on judging today, but I can tell you that there will be a variety of outcomes at the end of fights. There are multiple judges. They may not see a fight the same way, so you'll have to be thoughtful about your game plan so you don't end up in a draw or on the wrong end of one of those majority decisions. More on that in the future. Shy760 asks, will we be able to change the button layout? So the controls we
That's a
showed
good
in the
question.
last dev walkthrough are our current default, and we are pretty happy with them. But we're actively testing alternate control options. We aren't 100% locked in on anything, and we'll continue to test options and read feedback when it comes to what you're saying about controls.
Agalos P has a question about DLC. Well, Agalos, it's not time yet to talk about DLC plans.
Yeah, you can't talk about
However,
that yet.
we do want to touch on the roster and some of the speculation we've seen. We've signed a lot of fighters and have made several roster announcements over the last year, and have even signed fighters we've yet to reveal. Some of you have been following our announcements and have said things like, there's no way all of these fighters will be in ESBC when it drops. And if you've shared a comment like that, you're correct. There will be boxers who are included in the game at launch, and some who will be a part of our DLC rollout over time. Most boxers who aren't in at launch will be paid DLC, but there will also be some free DLC to look forward to. So, what can we tell you right now about the ESBC release roster? As we've said, we're working toward the largest roster of licensed fighters ever in a boxing game. In order to totally lock down our roster, we have to get fighter scans into our development pipeline and approved, working around boxers' busy schedules to do so. All of this, of course, has been challenging during the ever-changing COVID
Yeah, shout out to
landscape.
Wilder.
That means today, we don't have a finalized list of boxers who will make the released roster. Now, we know a top priority for many of you is making sure some of the best fighters in the sport are in ESBC on day one when you purchase the game. So you'll see Canelo,
Justin Gaethje.
Ali, Fury, Wilder, Terrence Crawford, Joe Frazier, Roy Jones, Lomachenko, Clarissa Shields, Katie Taylor, and more the very first time you play.
Okay.
And we'll continue to share more of our finalized roster as we get closer and lock in those names. But we want to make sure you understand our philosophy around the roster and where we're at right now. Before we go, we want to thank you for your continued support and belief in us as we work to bring boxing back to gaming where it belongs, as well as for your patience so we can make sure we deliver the most authentic experience possible.
You got
Make
some
sure you head
Jordans
over
in the
to
corner.
Steam and add ESBC to your wish list. There's a link down there below.
That's it. I believe that is it, maybe. Yeah, that's it. Hey, I'm gonna be honest, bro. A lot of y'all gonna bash that. A lot of y'all gonna trash talk that. But go get on EA Sports UFC 4 and throw some punches, please, please. Because it usually be, and I know I'm talking. Oh, why are you talking about UFC? Because it's usually the guys that play UFC that complain about these animations. And honestly, those animations look clean. I know y'all ain't clean. Those animations look clean. Get on UFC 4 and throw a rear hook to the body. And tell me about that animation. Throw an overhand. Tell me about that animation. Before we start talking about the animations on this game, let's talk about those. All right. What I just seen was amazing. Can't wait. Anticipated, highly anticipated. So I'm not gonna be talking you guys' heads off, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. Steel City Interactive, keep doing y'all thing. We're gonna be waiting patiently. Don't want to release a unfinished game, so it leads to a lot of errors and problems on our release. But hey, I'm gonna get up out of here because I ain't finna keep throwing these shots. Pow, 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 pow.